Our pole sitting car is a hybrid LMP1 car. It is the number 8 Toyota, and that car driven by Sebastian Buemi, Kazuki Nakajima, who did the qualifying laps, and F. Alonso of Spain. Final roll of the dice for the number 8 Toyota, the last pit stop. Chasing down is number 7 Mike Conway. He stopped last time round. Fernando Alonso stays in. He will take the checkered flag, but will he be first, second, or somewhere else in between? Meanwhile, 8 and 7 are now nose to tail and in traffic again for the lead. This is the smallest gap we've seen. It's not more than a car length between Mike Conway and the man in front of us, Fernando Alonso.
Breaking down into Brussels, they need to be careful here. So with these two cars, nice and easy. Left-hand side would have been an opportunity there for Conway to slide round outside. That would have left him in the inside for that left-hander. I think if it hadn't been his teammate, he would have probably squeezed the throttle and forced the issue.
They've gone by one of the two Porsche GT cars, now catching up with Loic Duval in the TDS Racing entry. That's the LMP2 car in front. Let's hear what the Toyota team is saying to Fernando Alonso.
All these cracked, it's okay, just take a margin on the curb, take a margin on the curb. Yeah, copy. Yeah, it's all okay.
Okay, not sure will that take the margin on the curbs. Well, Mike Conway dropping way back there on that lap. He was one car length behind. Now Alonso looking down into the cockpit there.
He's just got a bit of traffic, boost off. You see it on the steering wheel?
Yeah.
So his hybrid boost is off.
Oh, really?
Lap time 2:04, the last lap was 3 seconds slower. See if that continues. It looks like it's
cleared
right
itself. Yeah.
Maybe as it crossed the line had a reset, but certainly for Conway, that was at 2:07, that last lap.
Yeah.
But we're going to see it with Fernando Alonso.
Fernando Alonso, his last win was here in 2000.
Fernando, well done, not too bad like for starter. Fantastic.
He won in Formula 3000. He has never won at Spa-Francorchamps in Formula 1, and now he wins in World Endurance.
Really good job. Thank you very much.
And then Sebastian Buemi, Fernando Alonso, and Kazuki Nakajima, your race winners. Well, that's the best possible way to start any season, Alan, with more points than anyone else. They end up getting the points for pole, they get the points for victory. Things that you wouldn't bring the car in for, if it's forced in, get them done. Fernando Alonso takes over the number 8 car in second place from Sebastian Buemi. Third place car is on the pit road as well. That's Matthias Besch in the number 3 Rebellion. And so too is Roman Rusinov, has just taken over the G-Drive car. Now, Roman Rusinov did at least a double earlier and possibly a triple stint.
And Fernando Alonso on board on an outlap in the number 8 Toyota, 2 minutes 13.5 seconds away from his teammate Lopez, who is in the lead. $329 kilometers an hour.
Now, the official speed trap showing it at 3:16.3 compared to 3:12.7 of Jose Maria Lopez. So the speed trap is clearly not quite at VMAX. Actually, traditionally, if you see down in the bottom corner where S2 is, you follow that up to the little kink in the line. That is Indianapolis. Traditionally now, I think it's sort of a balance between braking for the second chicane and braking for Indianapolis is where VMAX actually is on the circuit. And Toyota win at Le Mans, a 1-2 after 2 decades and more of heartbreak, finally. So there is Fernando Alonso. And again, talked about this earlier, last time a current Grand Prix driver raced here on a weekend, it was Nico Hülkenberg. And he too won at his first and so far only attempt. Fernando will be back a year from now to give it another shot. checker flag is out, and taking the flag, Kaz Nakajima for the number 8 Toyota team. So Toyota claims its first win in Sebring. Fernando Alonso is now in the car. And is this where he does what he did last year? Get in the wee small hours. It is 3 o'clock in the morning here. And Fernando put in a pretty mighty nighttime stint. It was one of the key anchor legs to the victory for Toyota with the number 8 car last year.
It's a funny thing, isn't it, about the real superstars of any sport? You're either a fan or you're not. And what I would suggest is this: judge this guy on his talents, judge him on his results. And certainly on the basis of what we saw at the Rolex 24 Hours at Daytona, he was mighty. In a car he's not had a lot of time in, he made the rest of the field look ordinary. And whatever you think of Fernando Alonso, believe me, this man has got unworldly talent beyond the wit of a race car.
But there's never been any question, has there, in a Formula 1 car that he can drive anything quickly. He's proved the same as he's come into Toyota, another hugely sophisticated, complicated car to deal with.
Oh, look at that.
You're going to see a grown Spaniard cry any minute. And the Cinetic Alpine team are ready. But look, everybody's jittery, huge breaths, lots and lots of emotional anticipation.
Well, they're going to get a lap gap on the Jackie Chan DC Racing crew, I think, because the leader of the race is running ahead of Ho Pin Tung.
Even Sebastian Buemi is looking really nervy. The first ever Japanese world champion is a few moments away from winning Le Mans for a second time. Here is the AF Corsa team, Seb, calm. Again, look at the red pupils in his, in his eyes, showing the strain and the stress. Kaz Nakajima heads through the Porsche curves for the final time, past the 77 Dempsey Proton car that won't overhaul WeatherTech's Ferrari for the podium. The last moments of the longest ever season, the super finale, comes to its conclusion. Toyota win Le Mans twice in 1 year.
It's Le Mans. Le Mans decides, and this time it's decided that this man will enter the history books yet again with yet another chapter. 2 wins at Le Mans, both in the same season. A double world champion in Formula 1, a world champion in the World Endurance Championship, and Fernando Alonso finally can smile and celebrate.
It's not a bad way to say goodbye, is it?
Not a bad way to say, well, au revoir.